They fought. They still fight. They are on the front lines of everything. They are on the front lines of every single just cause on this planet. They are the water protectors. They are the land protectors. They're them advocating are the reason why we still have the little bit of resource that we do have left. And this is across cultures. This is here in Turtle Island. This is across cultures. This is across the world. Across the world. Because indigeneity is relationship with the land. Indigeneity is relationship with community. The concept of community, the concept of connection, the concept of oneness, and symbiotic relationship with the world around us and with each other, for there to be peace, for there to be the potential of heaven even here. This is a paradise. Earth is a paradise in so many different ways. There's so many different ways that Earth is spectacular. And we're out here really like destroying her and her people. Just for some people to profit. Like, it don't make no sense at all. And it's unnecessary because there's so many innovative people on the planet who, if they were given the right funding or if they were given the right investment or time or attention to their ideas, we could be living in like a super utopia future in like the matter of a year. If we like redirected funds and energy and and what we're invested in as a collective, you know? The reason why these things are possible is, again, they're using our money. The way we spend our money directly impacts the way that the world that we see around us. Because like I said, there's no moral posturing to these people. These are like century-old colonizing entities, spirits. This is also spiritual warfare. This is deeper than what we can even understand, if I'm being honest with you. But you know, not all of y'all are ready for that. But it's deep. And the best way that we can combat it, there's 2 ways we can combat it. Okay? From my perspective, anyway. The first is being a witness. Making sure that your soul is awake. Okay? Making sure that you are alive in this moment and you see what's happening, you witness what's happening, and you are an agent of peace. As much as they are an agent of destruction, you are an agent of peace. Okay? 1. Actually, there's 3 things. 2, BDS. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Boycott, divest, and sanction. They don't care about your feelings. They care about their money. What are you spending your money on? Where are you spending your cash? Dollars, bills. Where are you doing this? And this is across the board, by the way. Because right now, yes, we're watching what's happening in Palestine, but I need you to understand how Palestine is everything. Like the download that I got when I was like praying with my whole fucking soul for this shit to end every fucking day that's been going by. I pray every day with my whole soul to the point where I start bawling. And I'm not saying that to like, oh, no, like I mean it because I'm telling you, the things that we have to combat this, that's one of them, is our empathy and our prayers. Understanding when you evoke your ancestors, when you evoke these angels who are ready to help us at any point, individually. When you ask for help and you give them a direction of where you want that help to go, if we all channeled our energy and our spirit teams together, and the collective spirit teams, the land spirit team, the land spirit, You know how strong the spirit of the Palestinian land is, of the Levantian, like of Sumeria, of the Fertile Crescent. Like, do you understand how powerful that land is? I don't think y'all understand that, because y'all are so disconnected from the concept of the land being sentient. We're all like, we own this. This is where we're from. This is my land. Nah. The land is the land's. The land is the land's. And you know who the land belongs to? The people who take care of the land. The people who nurture the land. The people who understand it. The people who are not poisoning the land. You cannot claim to be indigenous and poison everything around you. Poison water supplies. Poison the soil, rip out olive trees that are older than any concept of civilization. Like, every war is a resource war. I'm going to keep saying this like a broken record. No war is justified. Every war that has ever been has been for the sake of more power, more greed, more control. And to me, it's illegitimate power. Because to me, you're not powerful if people are scared of you to maintain that power. That's not real power. That's fear. And fear is fickle. A bitch will turn on you in 2 seconds if they're just scared of you. The second they realize that you got another person that's about to come for your ass, that person is no longer scared of you and they will turn and stab you. Especially if you've been bombing them. That's not real authority. That's cowardice. If you're not strong without a gun in your hands, like, you're not strong. You're proving nothing by to whoever disagrees with you. Like, okay. Okay, like, ooh, you're so powerful. You can kill people. Like, okay. But you can't lead anyone. But you have no idea how to have a conversation to lead you to peace. But you have no idea how to consider any other human being. But you have no idea what it is to understand or make space for another person's reality. Like, you're devoid of a soul. Who gives a fuck what you can kill if you don't have a soul, honey? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do later? What are you gonna do later when you're not in the position of power anymore? Because power dynamics change, honey. From one day to the next, things can shift. What are you going to do when you have no community because you don't stand for shit? And all of a sudden you're the victim. And nobody wants to fight for you because you didn't want to fight for anybody else. Like, do you see how that's, like, ridiculous? Also, I want to really make it, like, uncool to be a genocidal maniac. Like, who the fuck made the choice that, like, that was, like, that they're the people who get to be the loudest and unapologetic? Like, why do they get to be unapologetically racist, unapologetically genocidal, unapologetically, like, 10 toes down that, like, yeah, I think all Arabs should die. Like, yeah, I do believe that, because they're indoctrinated to hate me from birth. They're indoctrinated to hate you, but you're the one saying you want all of them to die? But they're the ones that are indoctrinated to hate you? Hypocrisy. Jesus would have turned the whole tables over. Let me tell you something. If Jesus is, I know that the evangelical Christians are trying to push Jesus to come back quick. I don't know if they want that. I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want Jesus to come back right now. I think you want some time. I think you might need some time to repent, honey. I think you might need a little time before you shouldn't really be trying to accelerate that one. Because y'all are going to be in for a real big surprise. If that does come into reality, right? Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say that all of this religious bullshit is the reason why all of this is happening, right? Let's say it's not for natural gas control or a new canal or oil or like getting to be the biggest dick contest winner. Like, I don't know what they want. I really don't know what I posted something earlier about like what drives you. Like, I'm actually curious. Like, I'm not sure exactly what drives them because I don't understand. I'm not driven by the same engine. I'm a completely different make and model of car. Like, I'm a completely different brand, species, I believe, from a lot of these people. But it's just baffling. The arguments are weak at best. Almost every single argument is disprovable. Almost every single argument has a literal, lawful answer, plenty of proof, evidence upon evidence. But people believe what they want to believe in order for their narratives to have weight. And people will be very committed to their narrative until it is inconvenient to be. Or until they connect with their own humanity. Someone wakes that up in them. That's why I have these conversations. That's why I talk so much. That's why I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're over me. I don't care if you're over me, babes. I don't care if you're annoyed. I don't care. I've been talking about human rights. And I've been talking about the world needing to fucking shift for a long time. And if you go through my Twitter, you'll find a lot of gems. I'm a philosopher, hoes. I'm a singer-songwriter, but I'm a philosopher, bitch. Okay? I'm letting you bitches know shit. There's a lot going on. Happy Diwali. Is it Diwali today? On the 11th? Oh my God, how beautiful. Happy Diwali, babes. I was able to learn what the energy was about that holiday, and I think it's really beautiful. So, something about light, celebrating light. I might be messing that up and very much simplifying it, and I know I am, so I'm sorry, but happy Diwali to you, babies. Yeah, I really wanted us to together call in our energy and talk about portals, talk about new worlds, talk about bringing in new worlds, talk about possibilities, talk about imagination. So much of abolition is imagination, because we've never lived in a world without fucking colonizers. You know, we've never lived in a world without conquests and brute force and violence. Like, we've never lived in that kind of world. So it is hard to imagine it. It is hard to conceptualize how things could be different and how we could actually just peacefully take care of each other with our endless resources in abundance. And I know people think that that's a woo concept, but when we die, that's what happens anyway. When we die, we're all just going to become spirits. We're all just going to be little spirits, either in the spirit world. We'll either come back or we'll go somewhere else, but we're all going to die one day, yo. I know that's morbid to some people, but I think it's kind of inspiring in the sense of all of us have to die no matter what.